When is enough is going to be enough? Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Carcino, man. Let's talk about it. Serge Ibaka and Kendrick Perkins. Now, Kendrick Perkins thought he was just making a nice joke, at the behest of his friendship with the person that he came in the game with, as friends. Him and Serge Ibaka, everybody looked at them as okay. They're the best of friends, former teammates, and we have this thing where he said, "Oh, Russ was 23, or KD was 23, Russ was 21." And we don't know how old Kendrick, made a joke about Serge Ibaka's age, saying, we don't know about his age. And, in a joking format because, he's African, and that's where Serge Ibaka really lost his mind over the situation because he can't stand that, and saying that, Ibaka was probably 30 at the time because, certain individuals lie about their age. So, man, Serge Ibaka came out there and said, Kendrick Perkins, I count my blessings every day, and I don't usually react to comments about me, but it's disappointing to hear someone I shared a locker room with spreading misinformation to be relevant and to get views on TV and social media. And he was like, this is sad to hear because, Africans and people have to battle this misinformation every day. We face this a lot, and it's not true. So he was very adamant and hurt that this came from Perkins. And I don't think Perk meant it as something malicious. I mean, we've all heard that about, just people in general. They normally say that about people in the Dominican Republic, or mostly those places where they come from, that they can change their birth dates and don't nobody really know their real age. Cubans, they've seen that happen before, and most people are accused of it, and it drives people insane, to be honest. But no one ever thought about how that person felt that was actually being accused, how they actually feel. They normally don't speak about it, and if they do, they don't speak about it in the language, in English, so we would never hear it. But now you get to see that even though it's a hee hee ha ha to everybody else, he's not laughing. So he was saying, he's like, Serge Ibaka, I apologize if I offended you. It was a joke. My bad if it made you feel some type of way. My apologies, my brother. But then he came in there and started with something cryptic. Kendrick Perkins should have just left it at that. But then his ego kicks in. And he thinks he's back playing the game again. Lord, sitting on the bench watching everybody else play the game again. He's like, "Did you say spreading lies? Please don't get me started, homie. Please don't. I'm not about to talk about those OKC days and what you were doing in that locker room. I will not. But you definitely need to stop because you know I know. Carry on, though." Now, these are some of the things that people don't understand when it comes to dealing with characters such as this. You go down these bad tropes, these bad lines, and this is a bad line to go down because this is a former teammate. And to see this happen to a former teammate, well, let's just say, it's not a good idea. Kendrick Perkins should have not engaged with Serge Ibaka. It just don't make sense. Why would you take that type of approach to a former teammate? Just don't make any sense to me. Now, Zach Lavine, DeMar DeRozan. Let's get to that. After the embarrassing home loss to the Houston Rockets, a blowout, after they were down 18, came back and took the lead, and then got blown out again. I had tickets for that game. I gave it to my cousin for their anniversary, her and her husband. Said, y'all can go to the game. I don't want to go. So I gave them the game and let them go to this Houston Rocket game. And since they went to the game, they were loving it. They were living it up. Now, here's the news that many people don't know or don't understand quite frequently. Okay? Here's the news. Zach Lavine and DeMar DeRozan are not they do not complement each other well. People think they do because of the success they had last season. They won a lot of games because they had some very decent point guard play from Lonzo Ball, who doesn't mind sharing the ball. He doesn't mind getting everyone else involved. So him being a very key point was keeping a key balance between Zach Lavine and DeMar DeRozan. Now you don't have a point guard. You have all these guys bringing up the ball, but they're not point guards. They're looking to get themselves a shot. They'll swing the ball till they can get to a position. So Zach Lavine kind of like sits and waits to see what happens. And you got DeMar sitting and waiting to say, okay, I'm going to let Zach do his thing. And Zach is like, well, I'm going to let DeMar do his thing. So then no one's doing anything. So they're like, okay, well, man, let Vooch go. So if you're the big three and Vooch is your big three, then what the hell is Patrick Williams and the rest of those guys doing? So when the game first starts, they just let Patrick Williams get up as many shots as he can, and they'll let Vooch shoot as many open threes as he can. Then they'll try to get going. And it's no flow to their offense. It's all transition or nothing. They have a bench, but they don't really know how to to use it properly. To me, I just feel like the lineup is fine. It's just that the flow of consistency is off. I've never seen this many 3-on-1 breaks be defended well. 3-on-1 break means that's 2 points. In any game of basketball you play, that's 3 points. 2 points at least. I've seen 3-on-1 breaks, guys are running to the 3-point line to shoot a three. And I'm just like, what the hell has happened to basketball? If you did that in AAU, your coach would snatch you by your jersey and sling you to the sideline. That is absolutely terrible. Now, DeMar DeRozan plays more mid-range. Zach Lavine, long range, or whatever one-on-one play. The problem is both guys playing in a style that is not cohesive to how the team is designed. DeMar DeRozan playing the mid-range game is cool, but it's all off of isolation, slow down, let me try to get to the free throw line rather than make an actual shot. And just because you got 2 game-winning shots don't mean that your team is playing well. Because you can just as easily lost those 2 games. These are games that you actually should be winning by 10 and 12 points. Last year, they were off winning these type of games big. Now, people are paying attention to how they play, and they're coming out to beat this team. And for the money they've spent, there's no reason in the talent that they have, there's no reason that they should be 4 or 5 games under 500. This was not the goal of the team to not make the playoffs. Thirteenth place is not where you want to be when you're spending this kind of money. So that is that. Who's going to get moved? Zach Lavine or DeMar DeRozan? Which one's going to the Lakers? If I had to guess, I would say to me, I would definitely let Zach Lavine go. Either one could go. But Zach Lavine to me is the guy you would probably want gone more than anyone because one, he's not durable enough. He gets hurt. You're not going to win any games or win championships with a guy that plays that way. In my opinion, you're going to need a lot of help around him. And the Lakers want him so bad, you could probably get a lot for him. And if they want to eat that contract that he got, then by all means. And I don't know if the Lakers are ready to eat a contract like that. They would have to trade for Russ so that they would even have room for Zach Lavine's massive contract. The whole thing is bizarre. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, these people are fools, man. Fools. Yeah. This is what people do, man. They come up with ways and actions to try to throw other people off their game or however they want to do it. But the Chicago Bulls are a dumpster fire, full of players that nobody really wanted, but players that actually have some potential. And if I'm other teams, I'm trying to save my team or grab some players from the Chicago Bulls. Patrick Williams would be great with the Detroit Pistons. He'd give you some balance, the whole nine. Yep. Well, I'm gonna tell you like this: the world isn't big enough for those two to coexist. So Zach Lavine is probably the choice to make. If you're the Lakers, you want DeMar DeRozan. He's in L. He's from LA. It's perfect for you. He's at home. You can't lose by putting him on the team. I mean, it's actually a no-brainer to me. I don't even see another option, to be honest. That's just the best route to go. Now, everybody else, I can't speak for, but to me, that's the best option for you. Now, on that note, it's your boy Carcino saying thank you for your time. Tell me what you think. I already know what I think, but tell me what you think. I'm out.